Hi everyone. Happy Tuesday. As always, I've had this thing prepped on the table for hours, and then last minute I'm like, oh, I need this, this, and this. I'm running around. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is November the 12th. Here in East Tennessee, it's 60 degrees, which I think is chef's kiss perfect. The sun is shining. I think it's going to be a beautiful day. Beautiful day. If you guys are brand spanking new here, first of all, welcome to the channel. My name is Rachel Webb. The voice that you will hear is Miss Anna Lamb. And Becca Oakes, the third and final member of Oak and Lamb, completing our little trio of ladies, is upstairs getting some work done and wrangling any children that decide to wake up from their nap early.
Or don't ever want to go down.
Or don't ever want to go to sleep. That's fine. Today we're making custom champagne bottle labels. Now I am using classic year 1902 Welch's grape juice.
1902.
1974.
It's been in the cellar a while.
Good year. Welch's sparkling grape juice. Because when I was shopping for this, I did not want to go to a liquor store because most of the little mom and pop grocery stores here in East Tennessee do not carry any type of, they carry beer, but I didn't want beer. So we just got some Welch's grape juice. These are way easier than you might think. I think they are super cute as well. You can customize these any way that you want. I wanted to do a really simple way to customize it for you today by using several different cut files, because if you're also new to what we do here, our bread and butter, the best way to support what we do is by purchasing a membership, which includes over 1,000 digital cut files. And a lot of people might say, okay, over 1,000, that's pretty good. They're added to periodically, that's great. But really, you can create your own designs from these over 1,000 cut files and basically have limitless, numberless mix and match opportunities to make your own. So today we're going to be taking, I think it's two or three different cut files that Becca created. And we're going to be making this label for our champagne bottles. Now, again, this is like a universal type of bottle for a lot of champagne. Now, when you go to wine bottles, there's a bunch of different, so make sure that you are measuring your label. Now, I did mine a 1/4 inch extra, so like it's 6 inches. So I did 6 1/4, and it's 4 inches, and I did 4 1/4, just so there's a smidge of overlap around this so it doesn't meet it perfectly, because if I don't place it perfectly, which is highly likely, then it won't matter. It's kind of like my version of adding bleed to a print and cut, except it's for Rachel. It's the add bleed for Rachel. So always measure your bottle. That's very important. Now, you want to have the measurements in Design Space first and foremost before you pick your cut files, before you start designing or anything, because you want your proportions to be correct where you're placing your little pieces of your cut files and things like that. So measure, measure, measure. I know we say this a lot, but it's very important for this. So it was 4 by 6, and then like I said, I did 6 1/4, 4 1/4, just to cover my bases there. Now, aside from your champagne or your sparkling wine or whatever, you're also going to need an inkjet printer. Today we're using our Canon Pixma. Love it. We've had her for years. She's a workhorse. We also need some printable vinyl. This is water resistant printable vinyl. It's from HTV Ront. This is one of our favorites. Did I say it's glossy yet? I don't think so. It's glossy. I prefer glossy for things like this. I think that matte for projects like this just makes it look a little dull. So I really like the glossy look. You also need a mat and a computer-guided cutting machine. We are using our Cricut Explorer 3. You can use whatever machine you have. If you have a Silhouette, if you have a Brothers Scan and Cut, anything like that. There's some new ones on the market as well. Or you truly don't need a cutting machine. If you just want to print this out on some printable sticker paper, if you're pretty good at hand cutting, you can cut this label out. Or you can get a paper trimmer if you have a paper trimmer, print it out, and then trim it up. Now, the only reason why I am going to be using my Cricut #1 is because it's going to be easy and fast, but I wanted rounded edges on my label. So instead of straight edges. I wanted those rounded edges just to look a smidge more professional. So that's what I'll be doing today with my Cricut. A couple tools here. You'll probably just need a brayer, honestly. I don't foresee you needing a lot, but that's it. It's going to be super quick. We're not even going to be removing the original label. We're leaving it on there. We're making this super easy because we made our label in Design Space just a smidge bigger. It's going to be super easy. And honestly, odds are you're going to be doing this for a lot of them if you're going to be gifting these to somebody or what have you. Speaking of what you can do with these are really, really great for an engagement gift, a housewarming gift. If a new baby comes, you can be like, here you go. You can finally have alcohol again. Take it. Or for New Year's Eve, a New Year's Eve party. That's the design we're going for today, is for a New Year's Eve party, technically. Yeah. Sky's the limit with these. I think I already said bachelorette party. Whatever. You can give me a bottle of wine or champagne whenever. Now, I don't love champagne, okay? The champagne I like, the wine I like is barely wine. It's mostly just juice, okay? I don't have a very refined palate. I've never been to a winery or anything like that, but I don't foresee me liking that. I really don't. I've never liked red. It is so dry and bitter to me. I like rosé because I'm a basic white girl. And yeah, the wines I seem to like have like 13% alcohol in them, and that's it. So yeah. Okay. Yes, even with sparkling cider for non-alcoholic options. Yeah, that's what we have today. Sparkling cider. I love sparkling cider. So that's literally all that you will need. Printer, your material, mat, machine, or paper trimmer. That's pretty much it. Now you also need software. We are going to be using Cricut Design Space today and using, like I said, 2 or 3 cut files that Miss Becca has created. This is actually, fun fact, one of the first 30 cut files that Becca ever made for Oak and Lamb. So it's going to be super fun to dive into those. I've got my chair. Again, make sure that you measure. Okay, I'm going to measure for kicks and giggles, just so we don't print these out, waste everybody's time. Yeah. Yeah, 6 by 4. Okay, 4 by 6, 4 by 6. Let me see. I don't like wine either, Rach. Crystal, I've tried to like wine. I really have. I want to be sophisticated and not have to order a fruity drink whenever I do drink, which is pretty just socially. I have not. Megan, I love Barefoot wine. Now it's $7 a bottle. Give it to me. I love Barefoot wine. The sweet red, it is delicious.
Have you had the Duplin Carolina Red? It's a muscadine.
No.
It's kind of like grape juice.
Is it?
It's good.
Bring it. Bring it on.
Yeah.
I love all the Barefoots. The Moscatos are delicious. I love the peach ones. I even like, now it's too expensive, and what's it called? It's got a crown. A crown is on the label.
The Moscato that,
I don't remember what it's called.
Oh my gosh.
But those are like mostly juice. I think the wine, the alcohol content's like 10% in the whole bottle, like the ABV. But I like it. But of course, if you're spending 15, 16 bucks for wine, I better start feeling something, and you don't. I forget what it's called. Anyways.
Oh, Olive Garden. Olive Garden's Moscato that they carry.
I've not been to Olive Garden in years.
I've never had it from Olive Garden, but my sister-in-law started getting it
okay,
because she knew it was there.
Yeah.
But you can get them in the individual, like little tiny bottles. So if you don't want to open a whole bottle,
how
it's
cute.
Really sweet. It's really good.
Anything sweet, pretty fruity, I like. Barefoot Moscato, yes, all of those are delish. I also like the wine. Sorry, guys, we're talking about. I'm really not going off topic too much. That's what we're doing today. But I also love it when it has a little bit of the carbonation to it.
Yes.
I love that, the little bit of carbonation. But that does mean you got to finish the whole bottle that night, though, because even the next day the carbonation's gone because it's very light anyways, which isn't a problem because let's just all be real, okay? A 750 milliliter bottle is 3 glasses, okay? 3 glasses of the wine that I like, I'm barely feeling warm, okay? So don't come at me. When I do, I probably drink the whole bottle of Barefoot Moscato, or I forget that one name that I can't remember. But yeah.
Mom just said hi, HIGH, guys.
Hi guys. Are you?
Are you, Mom?
Are you? Share with us how. How are you, HIGH?
High on life, Mom.
Hootie hoo, Jan, is what Scott said back to her.
That's their inside joke.
It's really something. Hootie hoo. I'll have to hear about that later. Winking Owl at Aldi has a few sweet wines under $4 a bottle.
What?
I think I know what I'm doing today. I'm gonna go to. I don't know. Drinking makes me so hot. Does it make anybody else? It makes me so hot. I'm like sitting under a fan taking my pants off. I get so hot.
Jessica says she thinks the crown one is Stella.
Stella.
I think, yeah.
Yes, that's it. Stella Rosa. Stella Rosa. That's what it is. I could be pronouncing that wrong. Sorry. You're so smart. Yes. Stella Rosa. That's the one that's absolutely delicious. Their watermelon is my favorite. Peach, pineapple. It's all so good. But it's like $14, and literally the alcohol content is so little. So little. Okay. Enough about this. Also, sorry. Charlie got me sick and pretty much everyone else in Morristown. So he's totally fine though. So I've still got this lingering cough, but I'm totally fine. Okay, let's go, Anna, to Design Space.
Okay.
And I'll show you guys what we got going on here. Now, all I did first is go to Basic Shapes, and I got the rounded edge rectangle. And I just made mine a width of 6.25. And I unlocked that size ratio, 4.25, enter. So that's what we're working with here. Let me shut that. Here we go. Okay. Now, I wanted to make this a pretty color. Do take into account the color of your bottle. Of course, the color of my bottle is pretty much the ugliest color of green ever. But it would be nice for Christmas.
Well, I love anything green.
It's true. I wouldn't pick this color personally. But anyway, so take the bottle color into account when you're picking your colors. But since this is technically for New Year's, not for Christmas, we're going to go kind of fun and cute and party and whatever. So I made it this kind of salmon, Anna? Peach salmon? Salmon.
It's a pinky. It's a salmony pinky.
A salmony pinky color. I have 1, 2, 3 different cut files, technically, because these just have different, this one's technically a print and cut, and this one is an SVG. We have PNGs and SVGs for almost every single one of our cut files if you wanted both. PNGs are prime for print and cut, which is what we're doing today, which just means you can be a little bit more detailed. Like, let's take this for instance. Let's make this huge. Do you see the texture? Quote unquote texture. Obviously this is on a screen, but you see the texture in the glitter here and then the texture in the disco ball. That can only be done in a PNG, a portable network graphic. That is one of the big draws of a PNG. And this is an SVG, which is one color, you can see here. And there's not that cool little texture looking detail in the little, what do you call these, sparkles, whatever. So what we have done here is just strip these apart. Now if you're using a PNG, it's going to be a lot more difficult. So like if I click this here, this one that says Happy New Year, you can see over here in the layers panel there's like an arrow. If I open up this arrow, all of these different parts Becca has made a separate layer, which is very handy. Thank you, Becca. Past Becca knew what she was doing. So let's say we just want the disco ball. Well, you can go up here and click your little twinklies, stars, bursts of, I don't know. Or you can click your words, and I don't want the words, and this is what I do want, which is perfect. Now, if you have something like a PNG, you see what you have to do here. This one, there's no little arrow. We don't have the opportunity to contour. So what we would have to do is take Basic Shapes, at least this is my favorite way to do it, and slice out your design. So what you would do is you would take shapes. I'm just going to go with a square here. And let's say I want my little sparkles, I want my twinkles, okay? So you're going to have to be mindful not to cut any of those off. You're going to have to do something like that, okay? Go ahead and duplicate that layer. Slice all of that. Move this to the side. Delete all that. Now, you'll just keep doing this over and over until you've got all of your stuff sliced out that you don't want. So, like, let's take this down here. And you got to be super careful. Make it nice and big if you can't see very well. See, because if you wanted to cover this whole thing, that E, you'd be slicing into your disco ball. You don't want to do that. So just cover up what you can cover without slicing the design. Go ahead and duplicate that again. Scoot that over. Why did you do that? Excuse me. What in heaven's name? Okay. Design Space is freaking out on us. Okay. Slice that. And you can see what I'm doing. Very repetitive. You just slice everything out. Now I'm going to get this, make this super small. Take it, rotate it a bit like this. And I can slice that out, but make sure that you save that. Just doing a lot of slicing. This is pretty tedious. Like I said, that's why there is an advantage to having an SVG. But again, we can't get this gorgeous detail. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. We're actually not using this cut file. We're going to be using a solid color because we agreed it looked better with a solid color. It just popped on the pink that I chose. But that is how you take off unwanted parts of a PNG that do not have layers, okay? It's the easiest way. So now you have that separate. Excuse me. This is actually the one we're going to use, which was so easy to take apart. I just showed you that I could just have these as layers, and I just deleted the layer. Now, I want one champagne flute. I like the bubbles and stuff. And then I also want Cheers to the New Year. Now, if you come down here, Becca has this as an SVG with all of these layers. Look at all these layers. So now what I can do is I can ungroup all of this to where I can just take this out. Look how easy. And have this ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and group that back together. And I don't need him. Delete, thank you. Now here's all my pieces that I need. So I'm going to come over here. Bring all my stuff. Now this is when you just get creative. Okay, these are the two that we worked on, but we agreed that this one, it popped a little bit better. Now, if you guys tell me that this one down here looks better, I'll print that one out. Whatever you guys want, doesn't matter to me. Do take into account that I have gold foil on the top of these apple cider bottles, which it'll pop good with this kind of goldy color as well. But you guys tell me what you want. Anywho, now it's just as easy as putting this stuff on here. I'm going to take this layer, arrange, send to the back. And just sizing everything the way that you want it, okay? It doesn't have to be humongous. Size it how you want it. Now, you can also pop this up here, Cheers to the New Year. Make it smaller. Get you a text box, do 2025, or if you want to do -25 or whatever. Totally up to you. Personalize this however. You can only use fonts. You can use 10 different cut files if you want to. There can be no text on here at all. If you want to do a monogram, like I said, for somebody maybe getting married, or if you want to, you know, whatever. See, I went over here to Google and just typed in custom champagne bottle labels. That's it, just to get me inspired, okay? You can see a ton of designs. See this one, 21 Hannah. You have like the little confetti coming down. This one, Cheers to the Future, Mrs. Grisham, Mrs. Grisham, whatever. You see that? Super cute. This one is really cute. Cheers, Rachel and Daniel. You can see how simple that one is. Here's another Cheers one. I think these are adorable. But yeah, you can make them very complicated or not very complicated. See this one? the little square. I like that. So there's a lot of different ways that you could go about doing this. Just add this stuff how you want it, where you want it, and all that good stuff. I mean, you know, go crazy, whatever you guys want to do. Now, whenever you're done, like if you want to take both of these layers, the main text and then your square, first of all, you can see what you have selected by looking in your layers panel. You can go over here, align. I want to align that to the center just to make sure that's centered. I like my disco ball. I like my champagne flute. That looks good to me. It's just going to be a simple little champagne bottle label. So I like this. Now, once you like it, go ahead and flatten it. That's going to be down here at the layers panel. And once you flatten it, it's going to change just a little. Like, let me go out. Okay. If I go back out, you see this black line on the corner of the champagne flute on the edges. Now, when you take that and you flatten it, it all becomes one layer. So that goes away. Now, you don't notice it on anything else because everything else will already have like a dark outline. Like if I go back one more time, you can see over these little stars or diamond marks here, the little sparkles, flatten, and the edges, the little, it goes away. So, okay, this one I've got made as well, but I haven't flattened it. We'll flatten him. So here are our options. I'll let you all pick. You all tell me. Which one do they want, Anna?
They've not said yet.
Okay. I'll let y'all pick. You tell me. I'll print out, if I can get 2 in one sheet, I'll print both out. But if I can't, I'm just going to print one. We are running dangerously low on print and cut, or printable vinyl. Sorry, printable vinyl. We got to order some more. So I'm not going to waste 2 sheets if I do not have to. I'll go over and see what you guys are saying.
They're saying top.
The one I just made, top, right. Anna, you'll have to tell me. Okay, so we've got...
I like the top with the gold and gold.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. We'll let a couple more opinions roll in, I guess.
Oh, so mine really didn't matter.
I meant you have to tell me what they say.
Oh.
Touche.
Mom likes the first one with gold. Scott says top or the left 2. There's a lot of black disco balls.
We got a lot of black in the design, though. Cheers to the New Year's, mostly black.
We're going with gold.
Okay, then. Gold it is. Or actually do this too, guys. If you're doing something like this and you're just not sure, go ahead and save it like this. And then what you can do is over here in the layers panel, just hide them. Hide the ones you're not using. You don't have to delete it because you worked hard on it. So that's what you can do. Now we're going to click Make It. I have it set to my Explorer 3. Ooh, I think I can do 2. Apply. I can. So do you want me to make 2? Let's make 2. What was their other contender?
The black disco.
The black disco ball? Okay, so let's hide that one. No, we want you. We don't want you. Now, let's make both of these. 8.5 by 11. Continue. Send to the printer. Use system dialog. Click print. Now we'll come down here and just make sure all of this is how we want it. Media and quality. Rear tray, photo, paper, best quality, all that is perfect. Okay. Now we'll go back to Design Space and let our printer do some work. I already have a piece of this fed into our printer. That's just the printable sticker paper from HTV Ront. Glossy. Yeah, I love that stuff. It's pretty affordable too. Okay, and we'll use the printable vinyl material setting as well. I didn't have to plug in this printer or nothing. Usually she gets a little bit of, she cops a little bit of a tood with me. Not today. She's printing. She's printing. You can probably go to me, Anna.
Okay.
I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to pick the printable vinyl setting. I can check our fine point blade, make sure that she is debris free. Debris free. She's been pretty fresh. Becca must have changed her, that blade. She is, she's fresh. Now, it will take longer to print whenever you select best quality, excuse me, which I think that's good. The printer taking a little extra care, a little extra time. So 2 of these labels actually fit on a sheet perfectly, which is great if you're mass making these or something like that. Oh my Lord, these printed so pretty.
Did they?
So pretty. I love them. Look. Look how pretty.
Oh, that gold did not show up as good as I thought it was going to.
Well, now we've got 2. You all can decide which you like better. Okay. Printable vinyl setting. Did I say premium or printable? Printable vinyl setting. Leave the pressure on default. Now we're just going to pop her on here. Like so, like that. Use your brayer, especially if your mat isn't the freshest. And let her cut. Man, I didn't have to plug up the printer or the Cricut. Technology's really going my way today.
Good day.
As she knocks on wood heavily because the project's not over. Also, I'm going to take this thing off. I took it off here. I'm still kind of getting a couple, but I don't like this. So I'm going to take this off too. It'll look better. Yep. This would make a cute tradition to make this for your friends and family or your neighbors or something. That'd be cute. Okay, let me go over here and see what you guys are saying. Oh, they're still talking about which one to choose. I'm just gonna scrape this off. Works like a charm there. If only I had my alcohol that Becca stole. Rude.
Where'd she take it?
It's on the top of the stairs.
Oh.
Just too lazy to go get it at the moment. I think that cut really well
on the
too.
way down.
I passed it, looked right at it. Sure did. Sure did. I can be picky with that later. That foil is really thin and I don't want to start scraping up on that foil. Okay, let's take these out. Anna, you can go overhead.
Okay.
Let's see how these did. Oh yeah, yeah. See, our blade is nice and sharp. Okay. So pretty. Now I'm gonna get out our handy dandy scraper tool here and hold this bad boy in place. Now I'm actually not gonna start in the center since I measured this semi-properly. We all know how Rachel measures stuff. I'm gonna start on the edge. I hope you can see this pretty good. I'm gonna start on the edge here and it should line up pretty darn good here. Be picky. Be picky.
Please do.
She said with love in her heart.
That was so much love.
Oh my gosh, you can see through it. We have to take the original label off. We have to take it off.
It's going to be bad.
We have to take it off.
Get the heat gun.
You can see through it. Okay. I thought the heat gun was out. This is why we test. This is why we test. Guys, it was like see-through.
It was colors or just light colors?
I would assume light colors. I bet there's someone out there that'll be like, you're going to see through that, Rachel.
I've not been paying super close attention to all the comments, but I've not seen that yet.
I think I'm just going to peel her back and hope for the best.
Oh, dear God.
Any color is better than seeing the... I don't even care if it's white like that. That's not going to bother me at all. Yeah. So if I can just peel off the first layer of this, yeah, then I'll be fine.
I wish you had enough to try a dark background.
Yeah, I don't want to waste.
No.
I had to do all those stickers for Rachel, and we be hurting on Print the Cut now. I looked around for 20 minutes, and I think we have like 6 or 7 sheets left. We gotta treat it like gold. Come on, little fella. Come on, little fella. Just a little bit more. Just a tiny bit.
I feel like I have to do this with everything I ever buy from TJ Maxx.
Oh my gosh. TJ Maxx is the
labels
worst.
are terrible.
They're the worst labels ever. Okay. Boy, I'm glad I noticed that before I slapped the whole thing on there. You won't even be able to tell. So, like, look how rank. Look how rank this looks. Give me 2 seconds, people. Look how cute.
That is adorable.
So cute. Now you can't even see. You can't even see the label underneath. That white, it looked janky. You can't even tell. It honestly probably helped it to have that underneath there. Okay. Let's slap it on the other one. Do you want me to do this one without peeling the backing off so you can see how bad it looks? Or you want me to actually do the same thing with this one?
It doesn't matter. I mean, we're probably going to drink it Saturday or something anyway.
It's true. Okay. I'm just going to put this one on here then.
Or
Just
we can
so,
save it for New Year's.
just so you guys can see.
Christina says there's an Avery sticker paper that you can't see through.
Interesting. Honestly, there's not a lot of projects we make that it's detrimental. Like this doesn't come up a lot, needing to do that. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one as is, and then I'm just going to put this one over this so we can see how see-through it is. Just as a little testy test. Oh man, that is so... Look.
Hold it.
You can't. I can't see that.
You can see it in person. You can see
Yeah,
it would
I
bug
can't
me.
See it on the...
It would bug me, but they're really cute. Really, really cute. Guys, that's literally it. It's literally it.
That just gave me a very good idea.
You can go to me now if you're not already. I'm gonna.
We may revisit this for one of my Valentine's things that I've got planned.
Anna, did I inspire you?
Yeah, yeah.
Did I inspire?
It's just going to take my already awesome idea to the next level, you know?
You actually complimented me, so I'll take it.
I mean, it was...
I'll take the compliment. Well, how do we feel, guys? How do we feel? That's so cute. Really easy, really simple. See, it had that like green ugly band. Took that off. These are really cute. You could add a little ribbon or a little bow to the top or something. Some people even go crazy. They start rhinestoning.
Nah, that's ridiculous.
They'll start rhinestoning stuff. I've seen a lot of these nowadays where people will get floral foam. That's Anna's idea. Is she gets floral foam, jams it on the top, and adds flowers to it.
No, I'm not adding flowers.
Oh, well, that's what I've seen is people that jam floral foam on here and add flowers. And they're like this is the vase, but it's drinkable, and then the bouquet is on top. That's what I've seen. What are you going to add to it, Anna?
I'm not going to tell you because then they won't want to watch it.
Okay.
You ruined my life.
Okay. I'm glad you can't see it on video. You can 100% see it in person, though. I can almost read the nutrition facts. I swear. But anyways, so cute. I mean, come to a party and be like, boom. Where'd you get those? Oh, I made them. I made them. Guys, I'm still babying my vanilla extract over here. I'm still babying my extract, which people take way too seriously.
Show how dark it's gotten now.
Okay, I'm gonna get it. The comments on that video make my life. I think it's absolutely hilarious.
Why? What have people said?
Oh, people are so up in arms about this vanilla extract. Like, look how
Why?
dark it is. Like it's a big deal. I literally put vanilla pods in vodka, and people are like, "That's not how you make vanilla extract, and it's not. It's gonna take a year, and that's just gonna be like flavoring." I'm like, I don't really give a crap. I don't really care. I looked up lots of tutorials and videos before I started, and I wanted to make this as cost effective as possible. I can't, in good conscience, give you guys a tutorial that's going to take 3 months to make extract, but you're going to have to spend $150 on vanilla pods and $100 on vodka and $50 on these jars. So what if it takes a little more time to be like authentic, super strong, double batch or double strength vanilla extract? You guys are being real serious about it. And that's fine. If you know the perfect way to make vanilla extract, that is totally fine. I'm happy for you. It's just not that serious. The people I'm giving this stuff to and the people that you will give your stuff to, hopefully, will be your friends, your family that will just appreciate Anna's getting one.
I'm so excited. I'll
Becca's
let y'all know if
getting
it's nasty
one.
or not.
Anna will, yeah. But you're supposed to shake it once a week at least. It's so much darker in color than it was. I got really good vanilla pods. My ratios are fine. I think I was off by 1 pod, not intentionally, but from what I read in the comments, which you guys think I probably dismiss, I do read them. I don't like to act like I know everything in the world, so when you guys try and teach me something, I understand. I think I'm off by 1 vanilla pod per bottle. I don't give a crap. I'm not going to buy more to cut up 1 vanilla pod and put in each of these. Don't make nothing to sell with this is all I got to say, and then other than that, enjoy. But I love this. It smells like heaven, too. It smells just like vanilla extract too. Just like vanilla extract. It's gonna be delish. It's gonna be great. But yeah, that video is on the channel as well. That's actually a really quick tutorial. It's not a live stream, which means that you won't hear me complain or chit chat or talk down to Anna. It's just a quick video. We have a good mix of those here at Oak and Lamb. So if you like the lives where we interact with you guys and get to know you better and you get to know us better, then we have those. And if you don't, if you like the short and sweet videos, most of our pre-recorded content is like 10 minutes or under, which is really great if you want to just kind of ingest something super fast and be on with your day. Free way to support us is by subscribing to the YouTube channel. It's completely free to do that. It costs you nothing. Also, click the bell to get notified because we do have pre-recorded videos that come out every week as well as these lives, and you don't want to miss those. They're super fun. The number one way to support what we do is by purchasing a membership. I have mentioned it to you guys in the beginning when I talked about transforming cut files into other files and piecing them together to make your own personalized things. So definitely do that. You can sell these if you wanted to. All of our cut files come with a free commercial use license. Usually you just get a personal use license, but we wanted to make sure that you guys could make money. So you could make what your membership costs back tenfold in a month if you wanted to create things and sell them completely free, completely legally with that free commercial use license. We have some great training if you happen to be new to Cricut, or if you're hoping Santa might put a Cricut under your Christmas tree, or if you want to snag one on Black Friday. Cricut usually has really good deals. If you want to build a really strong foundation, we have
some phenomenal trainings with dozens of videos, everything from what comes in your box when you buy your Cricut to mastering design space, making your first projects, the supplies that beginners need, and so much more. So check that out. It's free to all members, monthly and yearly. There is a discount code in the description if you want to use that. Use the code YouTube for a discount. But let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know. Megan, I do think mine have gotten pretty dark for being bottled in September. I don't know if it has anything to do with it. They're in a dark, cool basement 24/7. I just leave them down here, and I do shake them once or twice a week. I don't know if that has anything to do with the deepness of the color. The beans are from Madagascar. I use Tito's vodka. I don't know. I love these bottles too, though. Anywho, that's all I have to say. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to ask them. We have a few minutes before we hit the hour mark, or we can say toodles and say peace. I got bullied into putting up my Christmas tree by my husband.
Wasn't me and Becca surprisingly?
It was not. No, Ann and Becca have so much going on in their own lives. They could care less about me and my Christmas tree, which is good because as people pleasers and the amazing people they are, they usually like to snap me into... They usually like to whip me into shape. They probably would have given me
some
crap in a speech if they didn't have about 1,000 things going on in their own lives. So I was gonna like tiptoe through this holiday season. Super glad I didn't have to put up a Christmas tree. And then my husband, you know,
we have to give an update on Becca's house, like what all happened this weekend. The drama.
Yes. I said pick one house. I'll decorate one house, and he picked the lake house. So we bought a new Christmas tree, and Becca picked it out in summertime, this past summer. It's from Kings of Christmas. It's a gorgeous 10-foot pencil tree. Love her. Took me hours to put up and fluff this thing, and it's still not fluffed very good. My fingers touched every single branch on that tree. I fluffed every single branch on that tree, and it still needs fluffing. It is a monster of a tree. Anyways, Anna,
yes,
give updates.
We all know Becca went under contract with the house
weeks ago.
They wanted closing date to be December 6th, and then they asked her to move it up to November 27th.
Like the day before Thanksgiving?
Yeah. So Becca and I have been busting our hind ends, doing stuff at the house. She also got a quote to redo all of the, this all happened in one day, mind you. On Friday, she gets the report back from the inspection that said that they need HVAC and they need to do a French drain and some fungal stuff on their house. Well, I was like, okay, we're not really thinking the HVAC needs anything done, but the only reason that it came up on the report was because it's like over X amount of years old. So then she gets a call from a contractor saying that they had come up with a quote to redo her sheetrock in 2 rooms and paint the whole thing, and it was like $27,000. So poor little Becca's like having some panic attacks right there.
I would have been.
Well, then right after all that, we have moved her kitchen entirely. We've moved the table. We've moved some of the kids' furniture. We've started doing some stuff like that. And she gets a call that said because of the possible fungal whatever in the crawl space, mind you. Possible in the crawl space.
And if it was there, it would have been extremely minor. That's why it was categorized as possible.
That even if Becca and Wayne decided to fix the things, that they were pulling and no longer going to be purchasing this house. So we've asked you to move it up 3 weeks. You're busting your hind end. And even if you fix what we say is wrong with it, we don't want it anymore. So, of course, Becca starts freaking out. And she calls me. I'm like, Becca, I don't even know what to tell you, but I just know it's going to be okay. I know you're overwhelmed right now and you feel like there's a lot going on. Because she also had just purchased $10,000 worth of furniture for this house on that same day. And she's like, now I don't even, she's like, I've got 2 houses.
I've got 2 houses.
So long story short, 2 hours later, It's under contract again, and their closing date should be December 5th. Bless her heart. Bless her heart.
So,
And the HVAC got tuned up yesterday, and like for $240, the guy said it'll last another 10 years or so. So they got out cheap on that, and then they're having it treated sometime Saturday, I think maybe. So everything is back on track, and they are saving $27,000. And me and Dougie and Becca have been working on sheetrock. Yay!
wouldn't want to be them.
Mind you, the only spot that Dad said was not good was one that Becca did.
Oh, of course, you had to mention that. She's not here to be able
She's
to.
not here to defend herself.
She's not here to defend herself either.
In all fairness, it was a corner, and she just left it a little thick, so we just have to sand a little harder.
That's
But,
fine.
Yeah,
That's
it's all
fine.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've got the majority of the downstairs finished, sheetrocking ready to paint. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be great.
Got to lay some floor.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. Super happy for her. She's in a very crazy but good season of life right now.
And I'm over here just trying to decide what I'm gonna do for my Christmas tree. That's the only drama I've got going on in my life.
And I'm sure you're like, thank God.
Oh yeah.
Thank
I mean,
God.
I love not having to really worry about much.
Yeah,
You know,
it's great.
I mean, there's enough to worry about.
Can't complain.
I think I've decided on a colorful tree though.
Which
It's way not Anna.
blows my mind.
So I'm doing blow ups for the kids outside. I'm gonna do all shatterproof, colorful, fun stuff for my
Shatterproof.
kids.
I don't care how old my kids get. For me, I need them all shatterproof.
And my husband is not excited about it, but you know what? My babies are only gonna be little for
Not only are they just little for a
probably
while.
probably I'll have 12 good Christmases
I was
out
about
of
to say,
them.
they're not going to give a crap about Christmas. Do you know
No.
what our 14-year-old wants?
What?
A gift card. We're like, name it, buddy. What do you want? We'll go all out. Last year he got a brand new PS5, several games. Like the kid was a laptop. The kid was showered last year. Well, he can think of nothing but a gift card to use on said PS5 and all that. And Jason was like, okay, if that's what you want. And I'm like, they're no fun. 14-year-olds are no. Do you know what's going to be in a stocking? Underwear. They're no fun. No fun. It's like he's too old to care, and Charlie, he doesn't know, but he can't ask for things yet. I think that's when it gets fun, is when they start asking for crazy stuff. I think it's fun. But
I think Palmer will continue to be fun for me because we'll go into like clothes and makeup and
Yes.
that kind of stuff. But Chapman is,
boys.
I hope he wants like
boys.
sports equipment and that, like fun stuff like that. But I mean, we're only going to be able to do baby dolls and dinosaurs for so long. And then it's going to have to turn back into like my formal tree stuff.
I know.
So
know.
Mark
Enjoy
can
it while
just
you
be
can.
unhappy. He does get to put his entire collection of Christmas vacation ornaments on the tree this year, so he should be happy about that at least.
Yes.
It's just going to have colored lights
Gotta have it.
because why would you have tacky ornaments without tacky lights? You know?
If you're going tacky, go
You know?
tacky.
We're going all out tacky. And all I'm doing this year is a Christmas tree and stockings. That's it. I'm not
That's it.
changing pillows, nothing.
Don't.
it.
That's all I'm throwing the tree up. I got stockings and stuff for the front porch. And when I say stuff for the front porch, I got a singular tree, a doormat that was $13, and 2 Christmas-looking pillows for the bench outside. That's it. That's
I
it.
do always feel like I have to have a nativity of some sort out. So I'm probably going to end up getting the little people nativity because my
How
kids will
cute.
destroy it anyway.
My mom always had a nativity up.
Usually I have a nice one on my entry table.
I could go through every single thing that I took out of the box growing up for Christmas, because Mom never got anything new. She never changed anything. We had the the same tree every year, and it was stored in the basement, so it's like smelled funny, and we all got asthma attacks as we were putting. But it was like the one with singular branches, Anna. Like you set up the pole. Do you remember those? You set up the pole That's it. You have to hook each individual branch.
yeah, that's how ours were growing up.
That's how, and it had been so long that most of the colors, because they were all color coded, they had like a band on the top, most of them had faded to the same color. So we were like, is this the same shade of the color? Oh my Lord. But Mom never got anything new. So I can remember every toilet seat cover, every ornament, everything was always the same, which I kind of loved.
Mom, maybe this year's the year you can give me that plastic canvas nativity. Have you seen it, Rachel?
No.
Okay, so Mom, my entire childhood, she made this whole nativity that was out of plastic canvas and yarn, and it had the 3 wise men, and it has a donkey and sheep and baby Jesus.
How cute.
And it's like got some like metallic yarns and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
in it
yeah,
too. It is so pretty
wanna
for
see
it
it.
to be plastic canvas, but it's like indestructible.
Sure.
And little baby Jesus is kind of flat with little arms that go like this.
Oh my gosh.
And undoubtedly some child ends up carrying him off at some point during each season.
I love it.
But it's one of those memories.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
And we had this old school Frosty the Snowman
Okay.
thing that like his eyes were red
Uh-huh.
and they've gotten scratched off. So like some of it's white, are clear and some of it's red, but they glow. And there used to be steam that would come out of his
Oh,
hat and this
God.
ping pong ball would be on the top like it was floating, but he goes, and his head goes back and forth like this. It's kind of demonic looking.
After 25, 30 years, I bet it's demonic looking.
Well, and then there's the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer little guy that would walk.
Sure.
Becca has no, he's so cute. He's
Oh,
like
is
a
he? Okay.
fluffy.
Okay.
My grandfather had one too. When we get all the stuff out this year, I'm gonna do a video of like the definition of mine and Becca's
Do
childhood
it.
Christmas.
Do it. Yes. Yes.
I mean, it's gonna be fantastic.
I wish that we had all that stuff from growing up, which Mom never threw anything away. But tomorrow is actually the 5-year anniversary of my parents' house burning down.
Oh.
And when that happened 5 years ago, the worst day of my life, nothing will top it. That's a lie. Losing a loved one would 100% top it. But it was ruined, but Mom kept everything. We had everything. I mean, down to our little Cabbage Patch Kid dolls that we had when we were little. We kept everything. But if freaking smoke and fire didn't ruin it, the water did. That's what a lot of people don't think of, too, when they think of fire. You know, they're like, okay, well, that's okay. Whatever the fire didn't hit, honey, no. Those firefighters, what's standard is throwing the hose in the attic. When you throw the hose in the attic, your whole house is done for. All the ceiling fans are drooping and you are done for. So everything, if the fire didn't get it, the water sure, I mean, you're just soaking wet. It's sooty and wet. Sooty and wet. But,
Cabbage. I have little Cabbage Patch figurines that were McDonald's
oh my gosh,
from the
yes.
90s
Yes.
that we turned into ornaments. I'm going to put those on the tree this year, too. Those were my childhood, too. Mom gave them to us.
Yeah, we loved Cabbage Patch.
Mom says that snowman was actually from her childhood and that it's 60 years old.
No wonder he looks a smidge demonic.
Do y'all know the snow in a Walmart parking lot after most everything else is melted and that's still those lumps of brown?
Yes.
That's what color he is now.
The lumps of brown. The lumps of brown. Love it. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. It has been such a fun day. I hope that you guys have a phenomenal day and go out and enjoy the weather. Honestly, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my child when it gets too cold to take him outside because he is such an outside boy.
Bundle him up.
Bundle him up. Let him go till that nose starts running and falls off. I don't know what else to do. Have a great day. You're going to see Becca Thursday. Let me tell you. Actually, I'm not going to tell you because Becca has a habit of switching her lives the day of. No hate. It's because Miss Anna planned them all, and Becca has no idea what they are. And then Anna's like, this is how you do it. And Becca's like, no. And Becca finds passions. It's hard to plan when like half of your people get these passions close, which I personally think that's the better end of the deal. I planned this in August. I might have showed up today and been like, this isn't what I'm passionate about right now. I've got a fire lit under my butt, or I found this product. We have to test it. We have to do it. I love it. So I love that we're able to just switch things up and do what we love, or be like, hey, there's a brand new product. We need to jump on this or something like that. They always end up so fun. The projects that you're passionate about, you can tell tenfold that people love more than projects that were planned 3 months ago. So Thursday is supposed to be some ornaments, but if Becca has something she's more passionate about, we'll switch that up so that you guys can see something interesting. Next week is Anna and Becca.
What's it say I'm doing next week?
Wow, Anna. Wow, Anna. Sublimation ornaments.
Oh, yeah, we got all that already. I'm super passionate about that. I'm going to be putting that on my
Yes.
tree, too. I forgot about those. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Yes. Then I'm doing a Christmas card.
Mom says respect your elders, Anna. What did I say?
Maybe about the snowman being like the brown pile of nastiness. And then we are going to be shut down on the 28th. We're not going to be here. That is Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving.
So we will be gone. Peace. Thanksgiving's, I feel like it's late this year.
It is late this year.
Okay. That's what I thought. Oh my gosh, Anna, you're doing baking soda ornaments. So cool. I'm sitting here looking at all of her.
I guess I am.
And
I've
the thing
forgotten
is,
about
and then
all
it's
this.
exciting because I check the calendar because I need to make sure I'm doing my part on YouTube, getting everything ready for the lives. So I'll remind them what their lives are, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that'll be fun." And I'm like, "This is what it is. Planning in August for the rest of the year, you forget what you're doing, but by gosh, it makes it fun." Okay, guys. We go to Disney's Christmas party tonight. I'm so excited, Lauren.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Can you take me? If I start now, I'll be there at midnight. If I start driving now.
No, you could hop on a.
Plane? I'll be there in 3 hours then. I could be there in 3
Yeah.
hours. An hour and a half, something like that. It's quick. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. Have a phenomenal rest of your day, and we will see you on Thursday. Becca will be doing something super fun and festive. See you then.